Is my voice is clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. Uh, okay. Today, this is our search page. Okay. Today we'll discuss about the LOV. See, this is the today we are going to see a list of values. We'll call it as a LOV. This is a common requirement when you start developing any page. Okay. 99% you have to create the LOV. Without LOV and drop downs, we will not create any pages. Okay. See, this is the we have seen here employee number. Okay. This department number is selecting. Okay. And based on that see here, this is the employee number. Now I'm going to add one more field, employee name. Okay. If you want to do any rearrange, just drag and drop. See, I did the drag and drop. Okay. So here I'm going to create this one as txt ename, message text input only. Ename. Okay. This is what is the region style here? Default single column. Okay. Now I want to create this LOV. I think maybe you all of you know that LOV. LOV means one touch symbol will come here. Okay. One touch symbol will come here. Whenever we click on the touch symbol, one pop-up will open. Once we select any value over there, that value will be populated in the base page. Have you seen this one? Have you seen this kind of page anywhere in your Oracle application? Not only in the Oracle application, in general, in many websites also we see that kind of page. Okay. First we have to build that separate page. How to build that? First I'm going to create one Vivo for that one. Okay. Guys, the LOV is, if you practice it till now what you discussed, if you are able to practice those concepts, then LOV is very easy. You are not going to write even single line of code for LOV. LOV is all are setups only. Okay. If you are not that practice, then you may feel some difficulty to understand this LOV concept. Okay. You have to do practice only, because it is not a coding. If it is a coding, we can repeat multiple times, but it's a setup only. Okay. I'm going to create one Vivo. Right click, new Vivo. XX employee LOV Vivo. This is LOV, so that's why I'm giving the meaningful name LOV. LOV means list of values. Okay. Select employee number, comma, ename, comma, DEPTNO from EMP. Okay. Next, 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 next. Finish. You have created the Vivo. Okay. Now attach that Vivo to your AM. See, I have attached this one. Now we have to separate you have to create the separate region. How to create that separate region? Right click on page, like how we create a page. Here, OA components. Here till now we have selected the page. Correct, guys? Till now, if you want to create page, what you have selected? You have selected the page. This is, we are going to create the list of values, LOV. For that, you have to select the region, not the page. Select the region. Okay. Now here give any meaningful name, employee details, LOV, RN. It should be under web UI. Here for LOV, the region style should be, there is a style called list of values. See, list of values. You have to select the style as list of values. Okay. For LOV, what is the style you have to select? Tell me, guys. Item style should be list of values. You have to select the list of values. Once you create here, similar to AM, page, you have to select the AM here. See, this is our AM. Here for title, window title is not required. It's not showing here also. Then you have to select, right click and select that Vivo. This is your Vivo, correct? Select this one. And here we have only one region style, okay? There's no other options. So click here, next, and finish. Now, once you create the region, LOV region, for any one of the field, here you have the search allowed property. Search allowed property, you have to keep it as true for at least one attribute. Okay, at least for one field, you have to keep the search allowed property as true. With this, your LOV region is ready. Now you have to attach this LOV RN to your main page. I mean your search page. Just try to follow the concepts, guys. If you have any doubts after this creation done, you can ask. I'm going to explain one more time. Okay. So for employee number, if you want to attach that one, instead of message text input, you have to select message LOV input. Okay. Once you select the message LOV input, here it will ask the external LOV. Here you have to link the region. See, you have created this. Where is this? Yeah, you have created this XXEMP details LOVRN, correct? That thing you have to give here link. How to give? Browse here. You have to select your, where is this project here? You have to select our project. What's our project name is XX August, correct? Where is that one? See, this XX August. Expand till web UI, Oracle, apps, Pivo, okay, sample, and select the web UI and click search. Here in the below, it will show the, see, this is your XXEMP details LOR. Now select this one, it will pop up one message, just click on OK. See, once you select here, LOE mappings is coming, okay. Go to the first LOE map. Here you have to select from LOE region for employee number. Where you want to populate here txt emp number. Okay, so we have written item and criteria item. You have to give both. Okay, txt emp number, both should be same. Written item and criteria item. Now run the page and see. Guys, I'm going to explain one more time. Don't get any confused here. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. That's it. With this, LOV is done. We have some small enhancements on this one. But before we are going to that, you have to understand this basic, how to create the LOV. See the start symbol is came. See, now I'm selecting this employee number. It is populating here. This is the LOV. See, first what you have did, first you have developed this LOV region. Okay, this region, that region is whenever you click on this, it is opening this region, correct? This is the pop-up window is opening, correct? First you have to build this one. What you have to do? First we have created the Vivo, employee number, employee name and DPT number. See here, highlighted one. And we have created the region. Region style is list of values. Once you select the list of values, at least for one field. See here, employee number, I have given the search allowed true, correct? If I suppose if I have not give for this search allowed true for at least one field, while opening the pop-up, it will show one error message. I will show you that error message. Now I'm going to run the page one more time. See, once I click here, see, we are getting the error message. At least one rendered LOV columns needs to be have such allowed property set true. Okay. At least for one field, such allowed property has to be true. Otherwise, results will not come here. So that's why I given the such allowed true property for the employee number. Where is this LOVRN? LOVRN. This is the LOVRN. Here the search allowed property true. If you want to give for employee name also, you can give. If you give employee name for, see, I'm running the page here now. See, now see LOV is working. See here, search, they can search with the employee number. Now if they entered any employee number here like 73 percentage also is not required. Such it is filtering all the rows starts with 73. So it has only one record starts with 737369. It is coming. They can select and they can populate. Now here in the drop down, this is drop down only, correct? In drop down, how many values are showing here? Tell me. Guys, try to answer. How many values are showing here? Only. Hello.
One
So my
value.
voice is clear to all of you.
Only one value.
Hello.
One, sir.
Okay. This is employee number is coming here. Okay. So suppose I want to give the search by option for the employee name also. How we'll give? Go to that LOE region. Go to this employee name. Here also search allowed property is there. Give this one also true. Save and run the page. Save is not required. Whenever you run the page, automatically it will compile and it will run, save and it will run the page. Okay. See here. Sorry, not this one. I think you have to run this one. Okay. We have opened the different windows. So that's what is coming. Let me close this one and run the page again. See, now it is showing employee name also here. Now you can able to search with the employee name also. If you are not enter any field here, click on go. It will execute all the available information on that select query. So user can select any value. So it will populate to here. Now Whenever user has selected the employee number, I want to populate the employee name also here. Based on this, how to populate that? Go to the page. We have the mapping here. Whenever you create the LOE, by default one mapping is created. Now you have to create one more mapping. Right click on this LOE mapping, new LOE mapping. Here from the LOE region, this employee name has to populate to this txt ename. txt ename. Now run the see criteria item. We have two options here: written item and criteria item. At least for one mapping, we should have the written item and criteria item, and both should be same. So for EMP number, I have given. That's it. For employee, for other mapping, it's not required to give the criteria item. Only for one is enough. So here I given the written item. Criteria item has to be given for at least one LOV mapping. Okay. See, I'm going to run this one. See, oh, employee number only coming. Sorry, here I selected the employee number. So that's why it is coming employee name. Change it to employee name. Now run the page. See, now I'm going to run this one. Select any employee. See, employee name also populating. Guys, my voice is clear to all of you. I have some problem with my headset.
It's clear, sir.
Okay.
It's
Actually,
clear, sir.
from morning, I'm facing some issue with headset. So, okay. See, employee number also is populating here. See, this employee number has to populate based on the employee name. So after the, if it is a message text input, once it populate also user may confuse and will enter some value, correct? In the employee name. So I don't want this confusion. Okay. This should be by default has to be populated from employee number only. So here you have to go this employee number and change this message text input to message style text or read only property true. Okay. Now run and see. Practice. I'm keep on telling you in all the classes. Okay. You have to practice. Once you are entering into project, you will not get time to practice all these concepts. Okay. Before you're going, once you assign to any project, you have to deliver your task on time. Okay. So you don't get time to practice all these concepts. So before you are going to some SM project, you have to do the practices. At least some basics. See, once I select the employee number, employee name also populating. Is it clear to all or any doubt till LOV? Okay. See, suppose if user is selected department number 10 here, employee number is, see, it is displaying all department number 10, 20, 30, everything is displaying. Now user has came with one requirement. Whenever they selected the department number, corresponding to that department number details only needs to be displayed here in the employee number LOE. Okay. This is clear to all of you? See, I'm selecting department number 10 here. If I select any, see, if I come to here, it is displaying also department number 30, department number 20, department number 10, all is displaying. Now user asking to restrict this employee number only based on the department number. Okay, how to do that? If I select department number 10, how to display the employees belongs to that department 10. If I select the department number 20, how to display the employee details belongs to that department number only. How to display those things? Okay, it's very simple. If you understand till here, it is very easy. Okay, now right click on this LOE mapping, just only one LOE mapping here. See, here we are given from written item and criteria item. Sorry, written item. LOE region item, written item. LOE region item means in the LOE, we are telling that suppose if you see here this LOE mapping, LOE region item is employee name and this is TXT name. That means we are telling directly from this LOE item, this LOE region item, return to the TXT name. That is we are telling. So that's what is working. Now I'm creating one more LOE mapping. Here, LOV region item is department number. Here we have criteria, no return item. If you want to see, this is dependent LOV. Sorry, this is dependency. Dependent LOV. This is LOV and dependent LOV. Dependent LOV and drop down to LOV. You will get minimum one question on this drop down to LOV or LOV to LOV, how to create the dependencies. Okay. How to create the drop down to LOV. You have to answer first. We'll create the drop down and we'll create the LOV. Once all the LOV mappings are done, we have to create one LOV mapping extra. In this LOV mapping, you have to give the LOV region item and criteria item, not the written item. Guys, now tell me any guesses here on the criteria item, what you have to give. Here it is displaying. What value we have to pass here? Any guesses?
Department number.
Department number. What is the idea of that one? Here it is displaying TXT department number. Whatever user is going to select here in the department. For this department number, what is the ID here? It is showing here. See my cursor. TXT department number. So with this LOI mapping, this is like a where condition, these mappings. So it will take this criteria item, whatever user has selected. It will pass to this LOV query. For LOV, we have built one query, correct? That query will execute where department number equal to whatever the criteria we are passing here. Okay. Now we are running. See, suppose if I'm selecting the department number 10. See, it is displaying only the department number 10 information only. See, total 13. It is not displaying any other than 10th department details. See, now see one interesting point here. I'm not selecting any department 10. If I click here, see it is displaying 10, 20, 30. So if based on the requirement here, suppose if user asks, if I select the department number 10, I want to display the employee details belongs to that department only. If the requirement is, I will not select the department number 10 for department first. I will go directly to the employee number. Then I want to get all the information. See all the department information. If the requirement is like that, you have to build like this. Suppose the requirement is, whenever I'm selecting the employee number, department number is mandatory. That means you have to display the employee information only belongs to this department only. So whenever I'm trying to select this employee number, see now it is not asking any mandatory department. Even though you are given the dependency, it is not asking that value. It is like a R condition. If you select the department number, it will display the employee belongs to that department, or else it will display all the department's information. Okay. Now the next requirement is, I don't want to display the employee number without selecting the department number. How to give just one property? On this property, here required property is there na? Just set it as true. Required property is true. Now run the page. See, it is asking you must enter a value for the department number as a criteria. So without selecting the department number, you cannot select the employee number values. See, it is coming to only 10. This is how to create a dependency. Any doubts till now? Any doubts you can ask us. Guys, are you practicing daily? Is everyone is practicing daily? Okay, this is how to create a LOV and how to create a dependent LOV based on the drop down. See, similarly, if they want, this is drop down to LOV dependence. If we want to create LOV to LOV also, same thing, nothing will change. Okay, you have to create two LOVs. On the second LOV, you have to create same, like you have to give the LOV region item and criteria item. That's it. If you have any doubts, you can ask now. Otherwise, we can move to the next concepts.
Sir, then what is the difference between LOV to LOV and what is that drop down to LOV?
Dependency
What is the difference, sir?
between
For
drop
both
down
the
and LOV.
drop down to LOV and LOV to LOV. What is the difference?
See, here we have created the dependency, correct? We have created the dependency between this is the drop down field, correct?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
And this is LOV field, employee
Yeah.
number. Suppose here this department number also, instead of drop down, I created the one LOV only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then this is LOV and this is also LOV. Now we have to create the dependency between two LOVs. For that one also nothing will change. Nothing. Everything is same. You have to create two LOVs and you have to finish the LOV mappings. Once done, on the second LOV, you have to create one mapping extra and you have to give the criteria item and LOV region item. That's it. Usually when we'll create drop downs and when we'll create the employee number, LOV, Okay, this is also to get the data only, and this is also to get the data only. But why for employee number I have selecting the LOV, and why department number I have selected the drop down means, okay, see, if the values are more, we have to choose the employee number, sorry, LOV. If the values are less, we have to select the, see, here it is 20 values only. So we will get the, suppose it has 100 values. Suppose if I click here, it will come on total page. Okay, let's suppose create one more field. Just for understanding purpose, I'm creating. Okay. TXT EMPNO 1. Give create one more view, one more here, Vivo. Okay, Vivo is not required. See this one. Here select the, for drop down, what is the style? Any guesses? Message choice. Now here you have to give the view instance. These concepts we have discussed, I think, in our second session or third session. Once you change to message choice, you'll get the pick list, view definition, view instance, display attribute, and value attribute. Okay. Now go to here. Suppose this one only. I'm using the existing one only. Just I want to show you the differences. That's why I'm not creating anything. Employee NO. And this is also employee NO. Now run the page and see. See here. It is coming like this. See. Suppose, see, it is very difficult to hear. And the page also not looks good. See, more values, correct? More values. So it is very tough to find out. Suppose I have 1000 values, then it will come up to here. Correct, guys? So the look and
Yes,
feel
sir.
is not different. The look and feel is not good. So that's why if you have more values, you have to go for the LOV like this. Okay. If you have less values, you have only master values like yes or no options, that kind of requirements, then go with the drop down. Drop down will be looks good. If it's more, if it has less values, if it has more values, LOV.
Thank you, sir.
I'm deleting this one extra field. This is how to create a LOV and how to create the dependency between the LOVs. Okay. Now I'm closing all the windows here. And now go to the search page. See, till now we have written all the code in the controller, correct? But for custom pages, we have to write code in the AM. How to write the code in the AM? Select this AM. Once you select the AM here, see, it is showing 3 files: .xml, .java, .xcfg. Okay, you have to write the code in .java. See, whatever Vivo you attach here, it is showing search Vivo, department Vivo, like this. Okay, so now the same this thing we have to see. I'm commenting here. Okay, what is the Vivo we have used for the search page? Here we have to write the methods. This is your aim, correct? Public void. Suppose you have to give one name, xxemp search process request. You can give any name. You can give your name also, but you have to remember. Okay, now What is the view? See, we have different view. Employee search view is there, drop down view is there, UO based view is there, LO view. But for search page, what view we have used here? For search page, this view, correct? You have to get this view here. And giving the name as Vivo. This Vivo we have to execute. Vivo dot same Vivo dot for execution. What is the query? Execute query. Now we have written this method in AM. Now how to call this method in controller? I have commented the exist here. AM dot invoke method. You have to give that method. This is a case sensitive. This is the way. Some people will try like this in the controller, and some people will create all the code in the controller, and they will call those methods here. How they will call? By using the invoke method. That is depends on how you are going to write. Okay, no one will ask why you write it, but 99% people will write the code in the AM and they will invoke here. Okay, but some people will write everything in the control only. That is depends on you how you practice. From scratch onwards, if you are writing the code in AM and calling in the controller, you follow that method only. While doing the practice, you have done everything in the controller. People will follow that when they are entering into the project also, they will do the same way. Okay, you can do in either way. Any way is fine. That is up to you. Either write all the code in the controller or create the methods in the AM and invoke those methods in the page controllers. Now also data is executing, correct? Like this you can execute. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Whichever way you want to practice, you can practice that. Okay. For today, that's it, guys. How to create the drum, because today there's no coding. Only we have seen the settings on setups only. Okay. How to create the LOE and how to give that LOE mappings and everything. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask. I don't want to confuse you with other concept also on how to do the setups only. So that we'll discuss tomorrow. Before that, today, if you have any doubts, you can ask in the next 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any doubts in your previous practices or any doubts. No doubts?
Sir, yesterday you import some JBO class, right, sir?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
JBO dot or JBO row.
So JBO means, sir?
That is the Java related things only. Rows will be comes under the JBO.
Okay, sir.
Where is this? Where I did? I think in the create, correct? You are talking about this one only, correct?
Yes, sir.
That is the Java business objects. You are talking what is the observation? What is the JBO itself, or when we'll use? That is the Java business objects. We are getting that an object, row object.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You have two steps. You have a few steps. You have to remember whenever you are creating. Suppose when you are going to create a page, you have to remember. Okay, I'm going to develop a page. This is create page. For the create page, first see for creation of page is same for either create or search and or update or whatever it may be. Okay. After that, I want to enter a row and I want to create a row and I want to enter and insert the data because I'm working on a create page. So you have to remember something. First, I have to import oracle.jpo.row. Then I have to create row. I have to insert row. Before that, I have to use the set max face as 0. Then create row, insert row. Then for commit, get OADB transaction.commit. These steps you have to remember blindly. See, for create here, what I did here is for create. See, set max face 0, create row, insert row. And before insert row, if you want to set any default values like sequence value or higher date, you have to add in between the create row and insert row. These steps you have to remember. That's it. You have to remember until you practice a few pages. After that, no need to remember anything. Automatically, you will do the same steps. Okay. Once you are familiar with this coding, no need to remember anything. Automatically, your hands will go and write the code. Okay. Tomorrow, mostly I will try to see till now we have developed these pages in our local, correct? So tomorrow I will try to deploy these pages like how you suppose if you after you completing any report or pay form, what you will do, you will deploy in the application, correct? You have to create the executable and you have to create the concurrent program and you have to create the data definition and data template, correct? Guys, you know these terms, data definition, template.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
similarly, okay, similarly here also till now you have run these pages in your local developer. You are not actually have not deployed this in the application, correct? So we will see how to deploy these pages in the application and how to open the pages. Tomorrow I will try to complete the deployment also, or else we'll discuss some other concept that we'll see tomorrow. For deployment, you have to do the page import first. See, first for import, you have to remember two things. One is coding is you have to copy to the server. All these files you have to copy to the server. And you have basically whenever you're developing the page, what it is coming, XML and Java are class files. Okay, only these two, XML, class file, Java files. You have to remember 3 points: XML, Java, and class. Java is for our development purpose. Class files for to system purpose. Okay, and the page is for structure UI purpose. So at the time of deployment, 2 steps we are going to do. One is for XMLs, you have to do the import command. I will show you how to import these pages. Class files, just you have to drag and drop by using the WinSCP. You have to copy the files to the specific path. One is import XMLs, you have to do the import, and class files you have to copy. After that, like how you register the data definition and template, like here you have to create a function and you have to attach that function to the some menu. Reports will attach the request group, correct? Here these things you have to attach to the menu. Those concepts we are going to discuss tomorrow, or else we'll discuss other concept here only. That will decide tomorrow. Okay guys, we'll connect tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.